And they and this CKC produce, you know, and they for governors, you know, just like you rightly mentioned. Peter Obi, Peter
Governor
really
DMJC produce.
Come go down. Come more down. Take
Zana Jojoan.
I got to
Nkebezio.
Ala kozi onu.
Aburo onu ka ala ko. Eziokwu ka na-ekwu na gbam.
Akpara uru aka n'ọnụ.
Mana eziokwu ka ikwu na na-ekwu na gbam.
Mana ịma na men nọcha.
Nkebezio.
Ịma na DMJS bụ
Mana da maka ma DMJS bụkwa nnukwu school.
Yes.
Maybe after CKC.
At least you made us at least ka itiokwu on record na na-ekwu okwu ndị CKC produce. Ka imekwa that CKC has produced an Afghan national chairman.
Well,
the person of
it's not for me to blow my trumpet.
Kayali also governors and everything. Yatago. Enwakwa onye ori no anyway.
Kairapia.
This one FEGGE.
Yes.
You know, just like you said, nothing good comes out of Nazareth, as people said. That was the
expectation.
Yes, that was what they see.
Yes.
How did growing up in FEGGE shape you to the man you became? Governor Soludo, I think he also had a stint there too, and everything. How was growing up in FEGGE? What did it do to you as a person?
Well, I'm Gaza Ojoga in two ways.
Go ahead,
you mentioned Governor Soludo.
Yes.
More or less, he didn't really grow up in FEGGE.
Okay.
On Abiarute.
Oh.
But then, that was the glorious years of FEGGE. And inanya ihe na-emekete ifuna part of luck anyị nwe na FEGGE today. But na Soludo somehow witnessed the glorious years of FEGGE. When FEGGE was established, it was more or less established like a settlement for
reserved area,
more like just like you have GRA. So the colonial masters then, and then upon independence, much of the big men, Anyimwelo, na Igbo mob na Anambra bu na FEGGE kavabili. So in Anya, for the way the streets were planned, Ibigo FEGGE.
Yes.
Behind every building, you have a drainage system.
Yes.
And the channels into the main drainage.
Yes.
With the gutter.
Yes.
If for the streets, the aligning and everything.
Yes.
Planned properly.
Yes.
And in those days, in the 60s and 70s, you will see a lot of trees. You see the green areas and everything.
Yes.
Over time, Imana over time, Megide. Ọ dịka ife niile anwụ eji nwayọọ wee na-aghasa wee na iluzie FEGGE ọ dịka be ndị ala. In fact, mgbe anyị na-eto, it had become a rowdy and a place noted for the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, that was the environment in which we grew up. But the fact remains that there were so many talented people that were in FEGGE. We had the finest of footballers. Of course, the guy who at some point was one of the goalkeepers, if not the #1 goalkeeper of Nigeria, Austin Ejide, he grew up in FEGGE. And so many other people. So we had a whole lot of talent. But the problem, it became at some point some kind of business environment. And being a business environment, in the morning, nna ejebe afia, arapo umaka n'ụlọ. Enwero any way ese check mavana ejekwe school. So as early as 6:30, 7 o'clock, akwadogo nwoke baye moto. Ojebe market. Nwaanyị ọbụrụ head bridge ka ọnụ, ojebe head bridge. Ụmụ ya anọlụ mgbe ụfọdụ fama nje akwụkwọ. Imama. So enwe ndị ga-abụ oruo mgbe a ga-eje akwụkwọ, parents ajebe akwụkwọ, ọrụ n'ụzọ divert ajebele onwe ebe a na-agba bọọlụ ma ojebe ebe. So we had so many notorious people, come up from FEGGE then. But then, for people like us, I can tell you that I was lucky. Lucky in the sense that I had two strict disciplinarians, because a na-azụ ụmụaka azụ. Enwerekwana onye pụtara ụwa dị isi ike ma ọ decide ya na ọ ga na-ezu ori. Ọ bụ na inyero, because if maybe na my parents etinyere the effort ha tinyelu in trying to discipline me and shape me and provide that sense of direction, who knows, I might have been one of the bandits.
As simple as that.
So, but my mother was a teacher and a very strict disciplinarian. My father was, I don't know who was worse between both of them. You know, in fact, mine was at some point, you know, I say, but when I stay now and look back, I can only be grateful. Because one thing I can tell you, and that's one thing I try to do, my parents were present in my life. Very much present in such a way na mgbe ọ na-eji ịkparịpụ ha eyie gị egwu
ifu na na-eme
ị natakwa so ị nọlụzie mgbe ahụ anyị na-eto ana m envy ụmụaka ndị ọzọ believing na ha nwa bụ ndị a nwere freedom bụ ndị nwe ihe a na-eme because you won't cross the gate down. Those days, the moment I finish agbasa akwụkwọ ọ bụ na icheta mgbe anyị nọ secondary school ife eji agbasa bụ
2:30
anakwa ha na-agbasa akwụkwọ my father akpọgo my lesson teacher ka mara na m abịakwala and abịa nke kazi njọ ebe nke mụ asị ka njọ bụ I was our man only son. So ịbịazi na-ene anya n'afọ only sons for the privileges ebe a na-enweta ọ dịka nke nwa pụrụ iche onye asị ebe akụrụ gị onye esi ebe for even the tiniest of infractions ị ga-eme ife mmadụ na-aba mere m n'ụwa adịrọ m iji ọnụ ekwu but at some point if na enwere option than to conform to become a proper conformist. And then in school I was among the best in class. Let me not say I was the best, but from primary to secondary, and so we had that gift. So when we had, option than to focus in your education, my parents were very, very much intentional about my education. That's why when they won't understand that whatever I am in life today, I owe it to them. They were present, they were intentional, and they sacrificed a lot to make sure that I had proper education. And I can say it was that training, that discipline, that was what shaped me. And being Catholics, they made us go through proper Catholic moral instructions. And so all these things, contributed in shaping the man Sly in such a way that I said that train a child
in the way
he should go, so that when he grows up,
he will not depart from.
That's just a classical example. So at some point, even when I now had freedom, by then I had gotten to the university. They weren't there with me, and I entered school at a very young age. I think I was 16 when I entered the university. So when I entered, university, I was no option again for me other than to continue on that path.
Some of these things some of us can relate to it. Na ajuro whether more Buddhist people motarea at a point in their life. Akoroge hof. Most of us do say some of us even ask our mom, Nagba Ezeoku. Mom yogwa mota.
Okay, ejurajo. And when the gods ejo the ajo. Ogo sinagwa no we can we relationship.
Yes.
I dare not.
It's like some of this training any challenge. Kana bosketa child abuse in a way, you are a father now.
Yes.
What do you have to say about this? Kita akusia want to na school. Parents eburog. Some of these things ane mecha kita I
yes.
that we relish now, that we are grateful for. Kita as not child abuse. Go ahead.
I'm not the best person to answer that question.
Right?
Eventually, my brother the best person. Not on the because my wife will tell you that he doesn't know whether I am existing in the right generation.
Yes.
Because he believes that I should have existed in the 1940 something.
Yes.
So I believe in the discipline of the old, even till date.
Patient.
And my kids. Okay, I'll use my first child as an example. Because I don't believe everything is about money. When I was a commissioner, I think she was in primary 6, about to enter the secondary school. I think I was paying 10,000 naira school fees per term. I was a commissioner. And it was the school that virtually most people in Oka, maybe now, why did I do it? No. For me, I believe in the quality of learning, not the opulence, if I may use that word. You know, there are schools I know now, we see so many things. We see people trying to show off. And when of the funny I don't know why you go well when they are saying a motage you school on abron kage you know, and those things, the moment you see it, if we even the school, because it has become more of a business enterprise than a learning place, they don't focus on the children. They are just interested in the things that will make children be happy, so that the parents will bring more money.
Yes.
So, but for me, I'm very particular about discipline.
Yes.
Much more than learning.
Yes.
Because you can have a genius who is a deviant in the society. So I've never ever believed that my children will be part of the people who will be contributing to the menace in the society. Same thing when she entered secondary school. Incidentally, school logo is a Catholic school that I've always admired, even as a young person. The Holy Rosary College, you know.
Amici?
No, Nenugu.
Okay.
You know, it was a very popular school, one of the best schools, secondary schools.
I think I should see them on Facebook.
Where young ladies are formed. So it was all those. I'm not saying no one may make the wrong. I'm just telling you that
yes.
I may not be the best person
to actually
answer that question. But some people may argue that may not be the best, but that's my style. But we met you. And I said, no, come to ndị nọ na school unu papa ha na-anya keke ka ha si anasị m na-enwe nnukwu bọs 608 a na-ebupụte si aja ịkwụ ụgwọ baa nke gị natara. You know, at least
experience.
She has to experience the society.
Experience.
It's very important.
Go through the process.
I'm not going to by what I owe her and my other kids, proper education.
Yes.
I'm not bringing nothing more, nothing less. As simple as that. I remember a conversation I had with my father when on youth service. I had finished law school. That was a turning point in my life. Very crucial. Omoro, the impact that day make in my life.
Right.
So I'm on service. One weekend like this, I go Jidomaka. Where my father? I say Abiko. Na enwekweni ka ọra m na biko na can send the area believe in nanka no am going to just had finished law school jebe service asem gini ka m na-akọ na mamaka don ọrụ oyibo ka mbụ. I was serving in one law firm na Bauchi State. Because how much they weren't paid anything, just monthly. I think it was about 9,000 something then. So na want to know ebe a na-eche mgbe m ga-send the ego to the house na me ego. And in actual fact, the first thing he did was that, I said, I have attained the level of responsibility. So I was no longer waiting. And I knew, no, I have to fend for myself. So what he made me do, when the following Monday, something. And I never looked back from that time. So I started going to court looking for before, because if he had sent that money to me, probably I would have relaxed.
Be very comfortable.
Be very, very comfortable. So that was the first major push I had to really experience life as it is. So no, just Jeben office, Jesse, my conference I never na Saturdays. Jesse all on Saturday. Because he be a conference na the law firm. And when you case you get handle for the week. So it was like you just threw a child in an shark infested water to swim across. So Zobonwegi. I be don't buy Zobo wine. I'm not going to I can as well root that.
Yes, sir.
I'm a me.
Yes, sir. Mba. You forget what is it about being Nwoye Nkuzi? For those say that Umundi Nkuzi end up being so wayward. For that say that is a training. I think no so
wayward.
Yes, just like Omo Pastor. That now due to the discipline.
Oh, I understand.
Now,
so when they experience freedom,
when they now see freedom,
Ekopuna change.
Yes. What was your experience?
Well, for me, I didn't really have that experience. You know, makana. I don't know how to put it. But I'm just trying to remember the words. Okay. But the point, Ebuna, like you said, the major thing was freedom. That's where the problem is. Because over time, at some point, of freedom, yes, some persons ended up, in the not too good environment and company. Because when you have that freedom, one of the things that matter in life will be the company you meet. It's very important. And that's why every day, you see, prayers for me, I see myself as a very prayerful person. And it is the grace that follows us. I saw my parents being very prayerful. And as much as possible, I try to impart the same lifestyle to my children. What is the role of prayers? When you let that child out in the world, the only thing you can do is to back up that child with prayers. That the effort, and so when you get into school and you are in the right company, for example, myself, when I entered University of Nigeria, the hostel, Ojuku Hall.
Okay.
That was the hostel I entered as a year one law student. My roommates were all medical students. And all of them were then, I think they were in their third year, where they second MB for them about medicine. Those guys were reading, if there are 24 hours in a day, they were reading up to 16 hours. Yeah. And so,
you have no option.
Hanapo. So go about so get in a room. So Hana ejezi mgbanwe solumha bulukwa akwụkwọ nke menwe ebe a na-akpọ physio mgbanwe. Maybe the physiology lecture or na UNEC mgbanwe. Hanapo iwolukwo nke gị na-aga. And so that really helped us. Probably nobody knows, if I had maybe the company of cultists, then maybe something else it could have turned out another way. So I didn't really experience that, and I can't really answer that kind of question to say, why is it this way? You have provided an answer that because the discipline, the formative years now they intense. So when they see freedom, or they can be couple na chain. But for people like what I said, prayer is very important. You leave the rest to God.
Yeah.
It's election season again. Dear esteemed political candidates, are you aware that a good media visibility and advert can help boost your chances of winning? What are you waiting for? BAM Interview is offering you this campaign space to tell Indigo why they should vote for you. Contact us today with the numbers on your screen.